Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're doing an updated list of the 7 most attractive hairstyles for men that women absolutely love. These are the hairstyles specifically that women tend to find the most attractive, but even putting that aside, I think these are 7 really awesome, super stylish hairstyles that tend to look the best on most people and be the most flattering. Ultimately, it does come down to what you like, what you feel confident in, and what looks the best with your specific features. There is no one size fits all to hairstyles, so take what you like, leave what you don't, and maybe just use this as a little bit of inspiration for your next haircut. So let's get into it. Number 1, I'm starting off strong here with a person in a new movie that wooed the hearts of women across the globe, and that is the Elvis Cut. Does the name of this one give you any sort of idea why women like it? Well, of course, because none other than the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, rocked this haircut, and that is the pompadour. This is a super sexy hairstyle that mingles an old school retro type of feel with a playful trendiness. Nostalgia and contemporary all in one. Lucky for you, you don't have to be Elvis to pull this one off though. I absolutely love this one, and I think it's one that tends to look really flattering on a lot of different guys, regardless of your face shape or your features. I think this is one that is pretty universal when it comes to looking good. When we're talking about styling here for your pompadour maintenance, try using a clay. Number 2, we have a quiff, and this is like the pompadour's less dramatic sibling. And I just have to say, this is my personal favorite on the list. If you asked me, Courtney, what is your number 1 favorite hairstyle for men? I would tell you it's the quiff. It's sophisticated, it's classic, and when you ask a woman what her favorite hairstyle is, and she probably 99% of the time will answer short on the sides and long on the top, this is probably what she's talking about. To get this specific look, you need to style your hair and use products. Women love when guys know how to style their hair and use great products that add volume while still keeping things touchable, so we can run our hands through your hair. You know we love to do that. To achieve this look, I recommend using the Control Clay from Forte. The Control Clay works with your hair to give it noticeable texture and a long-lasting hold. It has a creamy formula that's easy to manipulate and suitable for all of your styling needs. The Control Clay is going to effortlessly control and texturize your hair while keeping it soft to the touch with that signature Forte scent, aka it just smells amazing. It's easy to wash out, so you don't need to worry about gunk and excess oil. It's perfect for guys with thick hair that want high volume, texturized hairstyles like the quiff, and quite simply, women just adore this style, guys. It's one of my all-time favorites, and this is a really great product to use for it. If you're interested in checking out the Control Clay or any of the other products that Forte offers, I have an affiliate link down in the description box, and you can use my code CourtneyRyan to get 10% off of your order. I also want to mention that Forte offers a wide variety of products, not just the Control Clay. So for all of the hairstyles that I mentioned on the list, guaranteed Forte has something for that specific hairstyle, and I'll briefly mention it for each one, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Number 3, we've got the fade, the fresh fade that we all know and love. This is an excellent alternative to the crew cut that can sometimes look a little bit schoolboyish. It's a little bit longer and also perfectly suits men with textured and curly hair as well. I like this one because it's able to remain pretty low maintenance from day to day in terms of styling. And this one can have a really great combination of texture and volume depending on what style specifically you're going for. You could do a high fade or a low fade. You could leave things a little bit longer on top if you like to style it. If not, you can go a little bit shorter. Totally up to you and your specific hair. If you're a guy with textured hair or curly hair, you might want to be using a different product than someone who has, straighter hair. So totally depends on you and what works with your hair, but there's a variety of ways to do a fade, but it almost always looks good. Number 4, we have the Bad Boy Cut, and the title of this one makes me laugh, but when I show you a picture, you're gonna understand what I mean. This one is a tousled, carefree look that hopefully doesn't mimic the personality of the guy rocking it. This guy probably wears a gold chain and looks like he might ruin your life, but hey, at least his hair looks good. Again, as I mentioned, this is a hairstyle I see the most on younger guys, and to my own embarrassment, one that I see on TikTok quite a bit, very popular among the Gen Zers of the world. So obviously there are a ton of different teeny bopper celebrities rocking this look, which is why women love it. But going even further than that, I think it really is just this effortless, carefree look. It's kind of this bedhead, tousled vibe that women always love. Number 5 is very different than anything else on this list, and that is the slicked back look. Sticking with that nostalgia factor here, this is one that is undeniably sexy. The slicked back style has a sort of 1950s businessman type of look, but also has the creative possibilities to look way more modern and stylized. There are some different ways to rock a slicked back hairstyle. You could do no beard or with a beard, with an undercut or a man bun. I don't know if I would necessarily recommend that, but again, totally up to you. Also, adding that side part in with the slicked back look just gives very Don Draper vibes, and I am all here for it. I would recommend using a pomade for this one. One thing I will say about a pomade is that if you use too much, it can look really weighed down and heavy and just honestly look like you're very greasy. So definitely don't use too much pomade. A little goes a long way. Next up, we have none other than the Hockey Cut / Bro Flow. Carefree, effortless, romantic, just a few reasons why women love it. And I would say for this one, no product is really needed necessarily to style it unless you wanted to add something like a texture spray or a texture powder or something along those lines. I do think this is one where you can really rock your natural hair. So if you're a guy who has a little bit more texture or curls, just kind of let things go where they please. You know, if you're a guy who has curly hair, you might want to use some type of curl cream just to keep the frizz under control. But again, totally up to you and what your natural hair is like. Run with the wind. But for this one, I will say if you have any type of hair, but especially long hair, you need to be making sure that you're using a good shampoo and conditioner. If you're using some Suave 2-in-1 or Pert Plus from the store, I want you to go in your shower right now, throw them away, and order yourself some nice new shampoo and conditioner. You really want your hair to look as healthy as possible, especially when you're rocking a longer cut like the Bro Flow or Hockey Cut. So make sure you're trimming up those dead ends too. That goes a long way. And lastly on my list, we have the buzz cut. And to be totally honest, the buzz cut is one that women either love or hate, but I do think it's one that has become a lot more popular and sexy lately. This one is just as simple as can be, no styling needed, no effort really needed, just your routine haircuts. I think that the buzz cut is the hardest one on this list to pull off. If you're a guy who has a little bit rounder of a face, maybe you carry a little bit of extra weight in your face or on your neck, I don't think that the buzz cut is the right cut for you. This can make you look a bit like an egghead. It can make your head look a lot more round and really just take away any sort of shape that a hairstyle with a little bit more volume and texture could give you. So if you're a guy who has great bone structure and features and a really great jawline, you can probably pull off the buzz cut because you can probably pull off anything. I'm just being totally honest when I say that. That is why I think the buzz cut is a bit harder to pull off. So know your facial features, know your structure and what looks good on you. Again, I think that's really what a good hairstyle comes down to, is choosing one that looks the best on you. What looks good on me might not look good on my friend. What looks good on you might not look good on another guy. So this is just something to keep in mind. Again, there is no one size fits all for haircuts, and finding one that really works for you is key. But the reason why some women love this one, and I say some women because there's some women who also don't love this one evokes this masculinity and toughness that was popularized by the military. And we all know women love a guy in a uniform. And my little bonus tip here, if you made it this far into the video, you get a nice little bonus. For all my bald guys out there, I know some of you are bald and you clicked on this video and you're gonna comment, I'm bald and I clicked on this video just to support you and see what you had to say, but none of this applies to me because I'm bald. I will say this, there is an entire group of women out there, a large group of women out there that love the bald look on a guy. Again, with the buzz cut, I think this does look very masculine and tough and like you could just destroy someone. And I don't know if The Rock kind of made it seem that way, but I do think that the bald look is one that a lot of guys can pull off. You know, I know sometimes the bald look is not a choice and it's something that you've had to do because maybe you're losing your hair or whatever, but I really do think a lot of guys look amazing bald. And I also do think when your hairline starts to creep really far back, one of the best things you can do is just shave it. And I know that's a tough thing for a lot of people. Losing your hair is a very emotional experience for so many people, and I don't want to diminish that or make it seem like, you know, I don't understand what that's like. You know, I've watched some of my guy friends lose their hair at a very early age, and it was not easy for them. I watched them, you know, try all this different stuff or get hair tattoos and just really do all this crazy stuff to, you know, push back the inevitable of losing your hair. And there are a ton of things you can do now, hair transplants, hair plugs, you know, hair growth serums and medications and things like that. But honestly, I think ultimate confidence is rocking what you've got, you know, making the most of the cards you've been given and just rocking that bald head, because there are a lot of people that love it, a lot of people that rock it, and there's a lot of women that love the look as well. So for all my bald guys out there, we see you and we love you. And one thing I will say, the bald and beard combo, chef's kiss. Alright guys, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. Let me know down in the comments what hairstyle you're rocking, which one gets you the most attention from women, or which one just makes you feel the most confident. Would love to hear your hairstyle tips down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.